Hi Cancer, welcome back. So Cancer, this is going to be your June spiritual reading and we're going to jump right into it. So when I was meditating on the overall Cancerian energy, I got an image of a rabbit right off of the bat. Then I heard Velveteen Rabbit, which I believe is an old children's book. Interestingly enough, I got an old children's book in the Capricorn reading as well. Some of you might have Capricorn in your chart or be dealing with one. And then I heard red velvet cake. Then they were showing me cake. They were showing me succulents. They were showing me like all of this kind of indulgent type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like during this time frame, Cancer, it's kind of like letting yourself indulge a little bit, going more into this space of satisfaction, of satisfying oneself, of finding comfort, of enjoying, of tasting, of living, you know? Like, I mean, it felt good to me. It didn't feel like overindulgence. It didn't feel like you were pushing it too far, but some of you might want to be cautious about that, okay? But I just felt like this enjoyment, that's what it was. Just placing yourself in the enjoyment of a good meal, of the moment, of a good book, you know, like that type of vibe. Letting your mind kind of go into this more imaginative state, and it felt enjoyable to me. So you might have some things to look forward to in June and July, or some enjoyment coming in. I know as we leave Gemini season, we go into Cancer season. So certainly your birth season will likely bring that energy, okay? Astrologically speaking, July is looking much nicer, much friendlier energetically than June was. So just give it a few more weeks and we will be in that vibe. So that's what I was feeling. Let's go ahead and get started. Interestingly enough, I looked down and I got the card of Capricorn. So some of you most definitely have Capricorn in your chart, or maybe dealing with someone who has that in their chart. But either way, this can be a very serious energy. It's ambitious, it's realistic, it's down to the brass taxes, down to earth, right? But I feel that certainly that could be your energy as well. Being serious, but also finding pleasure in that, like finding pleasure in achieving goals and being ambitious and getting something that you want. But others of you, it's like kind of leaving that seriousness behind a little bit, you know, not taking things so seriously, allowing yourself to enjoy the moment. And that's what you're being guided towards. But yes, this also talks about feeling accomplished, you know, and being prepared. But it can also be a very rigid and disciplined energy. So again, there's a fine balance here, Cancer, between like going at something hard versus enjoying the process of something becoming. Like two totally different vibrational frequencies right there, okay? So let's get some angel guidance cards out. Then we're going to get a law of attraction card and a guidance card. So your angel card is the Fool. This talks about ready to take a leap of faith, ready to go out and explore life and take some chances, take some risks. Some of you, it's funny because it's like you're seriously thinking about something, but you're also like, if the moment presents itself, ready to risk it all. You know what I'm saying? You're like, take the leap, take the plunge. Because I feel like in the background, whether others know this or not, you have been really contemplating something for a long time. So it actually might sound abrupt to other people, like you went and did what? But for you, it was like something that is serious for you, or that you've thought about for a while, but maybe didn't say anything about, you know, like that. There's some sort of like abruptness here, but I feel it in a positive way, Cancer, but take it as it resonates. The reading I got for you in the live on Sunday had me a little off kilter. I felt a lot of dizziness in the reading. I felt like maybe there was a situation or relationship going on in your life that just really throws you through a loop, or has in the past. So I'm happy to see the energy looking much calmer as we move out of the retrograde, okay? Your law of attraction card says, I'm selfish enough to want to feel good. Feeling good indicates your connection to clarity, wellness, and an abundance in all good things. Feeling good is your most natural core belief. So this is like, if you had been putting your own needs to the wayside, you know, thinking that if you sacrifice, somehow something good will come out of that. I think you're starting to realize, Cancer, that if you don't feel good about yourself, about you, about your life, then good cannot come to you. So it really does start with you. And I think during this time frame, you've been doing some serious consideration about doing something on a whim or something that feels good to you, and not really prioritizing someone else above yourself. Because I feel like that's what was throwing you in a tailspin, like always putting yourself last, you know? So let's get a guidance card, and then I'm going to go further with the tarot. I'm going to wait to the end to read the guidance card. So we'll go ahead and get it out now. Cancer. Okay. Leave that there. Come back to that. All right, so now we're going to go into your head space, where you're at in your head. Then we're going to go to your heart space. Then we're going to look at spiritually, what is the big picture going on here. Oh, wow. So you have the Emperor, the Four of Cups, the Eight of Coins, the Ace of Coins, and the Page of Swords. And not mean to get that many cards out. So I feel like in your headspace, there's a lot going on, I feel. And that could have been why I felt that tailspin. There's a sense of like wanting to be in control, but feeling like maybe it's best not to take the reins in a situation, in a relationship, but to kind of let it play out. Like, I really feel like you're closely examining what you're giving your time and energy to right now. And there's some sort of like opportunity on the horizon, but you don't see it yet. It's just like, I feel that you're closely examining your intentions. You know, like, am I doing this for the right reasons? Or is it because of other things? Or you're needing to really examine your intentions behind something. Because I feel that's really important. And that's kind of off the cuff, but that's what I'm feeling. It's this sense of, you know, being in control of oneself, and like I said, being very serious about that. But then there's a goal here. There's something missing, you know, and I just feel like some of you haven't really pinpointed it. Some of you do know, but it's like, it's just this feeling of like something's missing here. What is missing? Oh, okay. Prioritizing yourself. Caring about how you feel. For a lot of you, that's what it is. For others of you, it's just you've gotten into this bad habit, Cancer, of looking for a problem, and therefore you always find a problem. You know, for every person that's looking for a problem, they shall find one. And those who look for a solution shall find a solution. So for some of you, it's like trying to find a problem, but needing to get out of the habit of doing that. Or like having a lot to be grateful for right in front of you, but then paying attention to the one thing that's not going right, or the area of your life that maybe is yet to work itself out, and then getting hyper focused there, and it kind of takes you away from what you set out to do, and it creates like unnecessary tension within your energy. There's a bit of like being skeptical about, you know, if you want to continue to put time and energy into something as well, whether that be within a job. Some of you, it's within a job, but it could also be relationships. I mean, take it as it resonates, but there's like some skepticism about, you know, is this really going to pan out? I'm kind of doubting some things. Maybe I should have tried something else. But trying to save face or be like, I know what I'm doing. But sometimes you question, you don't really know what you're doing. But we all do that, Cancer. It's no big deal. We're learning as we live, and we're creating as we live. So don't be so hard on yourself, because some of you have this really difficult internal dialogue going on that's like, oh, you got to get it right, and you got to get it right every time, and there is no place for fallibility, and therefore you kind of throw yourself out of alignment because you're getting too rigid about needing things to be a certain way, and then not feeling good. But it's a product in the way that you're thinking about things. That's all it is, and what are you telling yourself? All right, so let's look at the heart space then, Cancer, and see what's going on in the heart space. Oh, I haven't heard that song in a while. I have a song in my head. 'Cause you're breaking my back, 'cause you're breaking my back. I only get stronger, I only get stronger when you treat me like that. Okay, I think that's B. Miller. Like That. I want to check out that song. It's like something that was meant to break you actually made you stronger. Some of you are the type of personality that thrives off of people doubting you or competition. You look at hard circumstances as a way to motivate you to be better, bigger. And I actually think that's quite a healthy way to deal with things, as opposed to laying down and giving up. So it's created this strong willpower within you, but in a way it could borderline being too rigid and expecting a challenge when there is no challenge, or expecting a problem when there is no problem. So be really aware of that, Cancer. So in the heart space, you have the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Wands. Oh, I only wanted one. I got 3. Okay. The Ace of Cups. Woo! The 6 of Coins, the Queen of Coins. This is beautiful. I did not mean to get this many cards out, but if things have been really heavy emotionally, I feel that's lifting. The doors of opportunity are coming in. You're getting really clear about how you feel. There's a lot of love. Some of you might be, wanting to really give yourself over to love and just feel that. They're giving me the song, "You've got that love and feeling, oh, that love and feeling." I like that song. I don't know who sings it. Anyways, that loving feeling. That loving feeling, going into that loving feeling, it's almost like the pressure. Some of you question, oh, okay, this is really specific. Some of you question someone's intentions because you wonder, did they feel pressured into it, or is this what they genuinely want? Or that might be you questioning yourself. Did you do something because you felt pressured to, or because that's what actually made you feel good? When we live for others' expectations of us, we always let ourselves down, because other people don't know your soul. They don't know your soul's path. They don't know what you came here to do. They only know what they came here to do. So when you allow other people to dictate your choices in your life and tell you what's good for you, you cut yourself off from your higher self, from your guidance, and you always pay the price. Okay, not saying some people don't have good advice and that you shouldn't ever seek guidance, but I'm saying you got to include your own intuition and your own emotions into that decision-making process. And you got to ask yourself, can I live with that? How do I feel about that? Does that make me happy? Is that satisfying to me? Some of you have made some decisions in the past because you felt pressured. You felt like it was the right thing to do, or someone had expectations of you. And that left you feeling a bit dissatisfied. But it also made you re-examine yourself and take a look at, where you fall in this and who's really making the decisions here. It's definitely led you to the precipice of where you're at right now. And where you're at right now is knowing that, you know what, that actually caused me more pain than anything. And so this time around, I'm going to do what I feel is right for me, or what's in alignment with me. And making a clear choice from a space of love for yourself. And it's like the universe opens up to you. Like, oh, okay, so you're making decisions for yourself now. You've invited us back in. It's your higher self talking. Let us show you the way. And then it doesn't seem so serious anymore. It seems a little bit more satisfactory. You notice life has a different flavor. When you do things that make you feel good, you feel good. So I feel like that's the energy that's coming in. Might be a lot of great, just people being more generous to you during this time frame, Cancer, or love opening up to you, or, just gaining knowledge left and right. I just feel this is after a time period of maybe feeling under intense pressure or feeling really heavy. And then it's like the window opens, the door opens. So let's see spiritually, where is this headed? Spiritually speaking. Six of Swords. Four of Swords. Here's another thing that's coming through. You don't have to work so hard when the work that you do is something that you love. Some of you need to reevaluate the career path you've chosen, because you chose it out of feeling under pressure to make money, or to maybe follow a bloodline or do something that someone else wanted you to do, and that's not in alignment with your soul. And during this time, you're reevaluating that path to something that's more in alignment with you and what you genuinely love. That was so specific. Like, literally, if that was for you, it hit you. For those of you that not for you, you know it, don't worry about it. But I can see that here. So, and that could also be, FYI, in a relationship. For some of you, you felt pressured into a relationship that you knew was not in alignment with you. You paid the price for that, or you are paying the price for that, some of you, and now you know better, and you know to follow what you genuinely want, as opposed to what others want for you. Okay, so it could be career, it could be a relationship, or that part might not be for you, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. Either way, I feel like you're headed in the right direction now, so that's all that matters. It don't matter how you get to the destination as long as you arrive, Some of you went on a little detour there, that's okay. But I feel like this is you, moving forward in the energy and feeling at ease with that, feeling stronger than ever. And that reminds me of the song. It's like feeling on top of the world, or like the king of your kingdom, victory. And like I said, that song's coming back in by B. Miller. I only get stronger when you treat me like that. It's like whatever this pressure was, whatever this burden was, it made you stronger. You only got stronger because of it. So don't look back on it. Don't beat yourself up over it, or be critical of the situation, or even of the other person, because it was placed into your spiritual path because it made you stronger. So I see like this confidence coming in, this feeling of success, this moving away from this dissatisfaction. You know, feeling more in the flow and less skeptical. Letting the pressure off. And getting in love with life. I love this reading. I freaking love this. Okay, so let me get some guidance cards real quick. And then I'm going to read the guidance card I got out at the beginning of the reading to see how that ties in. Possibilities and your inner voice. That's what I said. This is about seeing all of the possibilities by following your inner voice, your intuition, your inner self. Not making your emotions wrong, but using them as guidance. This guidance card says love. Love is the foundation of your existence, and you're just as worthy of receiving as you are of giving love and compassion. While love can be a beautiful emotion, it is an equal form of energy that propels through your life. So this card really signifies the importance of not just understanding that it's important to give love, but to also understand that you are equally worthy of receiving love. So, I'm going to leave it there for now, Cancer. I'm going to tell you what zodiac signs I see highlighted. You could be dealing with that or have it in your birth chart. Take it or leave it. I've got Aries, Capricorn here. Aries again. Leo. Sagittarius. That always makes me think of Gemini. So those are the primary zodiac signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it's a general reading, so you could be dealing with anyone or have those in your chart, like I said. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can catch me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do go live there as well. Both of those are linked in the description box as well as in the About section of my YouTube. Please only use the links that are from this page. There are many spammers and scammers out there in the tarot community that are spamming all of the tarot readers. So please only use the Facebook and Instagram links that are linked in the description box or in the About section. If you like my style, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. The next round of readings are going to be you versus them, so stay tuned for that. Either way, I'm wishing you guys the very best and know that I love you. Until next time, namaste. Bye.